In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 17, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Maryland versus St. Francis, Pennsylvania. On Tuesday, the St. Francis Red Flash, with a current record of 4-7, will face off against the Maryland Terrapins, who are 8-2, at the XFINITY Center in College Park, Maryland. This matchup promises to showcase a contrast in team performances as both teams aim to improve their standings. St. Francis has faced numerous challenges throughout this season, and they are coming off another disappointing loss in their most recent game. In that contest, they managed to score 66 points, but their defense allowed 69 points, leading to a narrow 3-point defeat. Their defensive struggles have been a recurring issue, and while their offense showed signs of promise in a high-scoring game 2 games ago, where they scored an impressive 107 points, they will need to rediscover their offensive rhythm if they hope to compete in this matchup. On the other hand, Maryland also comes off a loss, having faced off against Purdue in their last game. Despite putting up 78 points, their defense allowed 83 points, resulting in a defeat. Although Maryland's offense is generally high-scoring, the defense's inability to contain Purdue proved to be a setback. However, with their potent offensive lineup, Maryland will look to bounce back strong and dominate in this upcoming game. Maryland has been averaging a robust 85.5 points per game this season, and they are unlikely to face much difficulty in running up the score against St. Francis. The Red Flash defense has been struggling, allowing an average of 74 points per game, which will make it even harder for them to contain Maryland's powerful offensive unit. In particular, St. Francis has no real solution to slow down Maryland's star player, Derek Queen, which could prove to be a decisive factor in the game. With Maryland's offensive firepower and the Red Flash's defensive issues, Maryland is expected to recover from their recent loss and come out victorious in this matchup. So the Maryland Terrapins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When we examine the statistics more closely, St. Francis is averaging 72 points per game, but their defense is allowing 74 points per game, which places them at a disadvantage. Their offense is ranked 254th in the nation, while their defense is ranked 263rd, underscoring the struggles they face in both scoring and defending. In contrast, Maryland's offense is significantly stronger, averaging 85.5 points per game, and their defense has been holding opponents to just 61 points per game. Maryland's offense is ranked 20th in the nation, while their defense ranks 16th, showcasing their well-rounded ability to both score and prevent scoring. Given these disparities, we expect the game's total to fall under the projected figure, making under the projected total our full game total pick. Georgia State versus Auburn. Auburn is set to host Georgia State on Tuesday at Neville Arena. Fans can catch the action live on Southeastern Conference Network Plus and the Auburn Sports Network. The Panthers are traveling to Auburn for this midweek matchup, looking to rebound from a tough loss to Charlotte, where they fell 77-63. Eager to shake off the defeat, Georgia State will face a challenging test against a well-established Auburn squad. The Tigers are coming off a dominant 91-53 win over Ohio State, where they showcase both offensive depth and defensive strength. As Auburn continues to develop its identity this season, fans can expect an electrifying atmosphere at Neville Arena, with the Tigers aiming to extend their winning streak and solidify their reputation as a major contender in the upcoming conference play. The Auburn Tigers have won 9 of their last 10 games, while the Georgia State Panthers have struggled, losing 4 of their last 5 contests. Auburn holds a clear advantage in this matchup, particularly on the offensive end. The Tigers have been shooting exceptionally well at home, making over 53% of their field goals and 40% of their three-pointers. In contrast, the Panthers have managed to make just 39% of their shots on the road. Additionally, Auburn has been more efficient at the free throw line, converting over 70% of their free throws, while Georgia State makes less than 70% of theirs. Auburn's ball movement has been stellar, and they have proven to be the better rebounding team, consistently grabbing over 14 offensive rebounds per game in their last 3 outings. This will give them more scoring opportunities. The Tigers also excel at limiting turnovers, averaging fewer than 10 per game, and they are adept at generating steals, averaging over 7 steals per game when playing at home. As a result, Auburn is poised to capitalize on many easy scoring opportunities. Meanwhile, the Panthers have struggled defensively, allowing more than 82 points per game on the road. Given these weaknesses, Georgia State will likely find it challenging to slow down Auburn's high-powered offense. The Auburn Tigers are enjoying an exceptional season, averaging 87 points per game, which ranks them 7th in the nation. Defensively, they have been just as impressive, allowing only 66 points per game, which contributes to a scoring margin of plus 21.7, also ranking 7th in the country. Auburn's offensive efficiency has been outstanding, with the team shooting 50.5% from the field while limiting their opponents to just 19 defensive rebounds per game. Historically, the Tigers have dominated their matchups against Georgia State, and given their current form, they are expected to continue this trend. Smart bettors should feel confident backing Auburn, as the Tigers are 6-1 against the spread when favored and an impressive 3-0 against the spread at home when serving as the favorites. With the Tigers gearing up for this home matchup against Georgia State, they are in a strong position to secure yet another victory and maintain their excellent performance throughout the season. On the other hand, Georgia State has had significant struggles defensively, allowing an alarming 79.3 points per game, which ranks them 300th in the nation. In contrast, they have been scoring an average of only 71 points per game, which further exacerbates their negative scoring margin of minus 8.6. Their defense has been a major issue, as they allow opponents to shoot an average of 45.7% from the field. Additionally, Georgia State has fallen short against the betting line, posting an overall against the spread record of 5-4, including a 2-2 record following a loss. The Panthers have faced 2 teams ranked in the top 50 this season, suffering heavy defeats to both, losing by 35 points to one and 29 points to the other. Given that Auburn is ranked even higher than both Mississippi State and Kentucky, the Panthers' prospects appear bleak in this upcoming contest. While the Tigers are significant favorites in this matchup, it's important to note that they may be in a unique situation after playing Ohio State, with Purdue on the horizon. This could lead to a potential lull in their performance as they may look ahead to the upcoming challenge. Nevertheless, the Georgia State Panthers simply do not have the talent or depth to keep pace with Auburn, as evidenced by their heavy losses to Kentucky and Mississippi State. The Tigers are solid on both ends of the floor, and if they play to their potential, this game has the potential to get out of hand quickly. Considering Auburn's overall strength as a team and Georgia State's ongoing struggles to gain momentum or perform consistently, it is clear that betting on Georgia State would be a risky move. So the Auburn Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In terms of the total points, the Panthers have gone over the total in 2 of their last 3 games, while Auburn has exceeded the total in 4 of their last 5 matchups. Georgia State is averaging 74 points per game and plays at the 131st fastest pace in the country, with an average of 72.2 possessions per game. They will face a team that is allowing 66 points per game. On the other hand, Auburn boasts an impressive 87 points per game and plays at the 239th fastest pace, averaging 69.9 possessions per game. The Tigers will be facing a Georgia State defense that has given up 88 points per game in their last 3 contests. Auburn has an outstanding offensive efficiency rating of 130 according to Kempom.com, ranking them 1st in the nation, while Georgia State's rating of 102.3 places them 252nd. Furthermore, 3 of Auburn's last 4 games have exceeded the posted total, with the Tigers scoring more than 90 points in 3 of those contests. Additionally, Auburn has gone over the total in 5 of 8 games following a win this season, while Georgia State has also gone over the total in 2 of their 3 road games and has seen overs in their matchups against ranked teams. The betting trends clearly favor a high-scoring game. With Auburn's fast-paced offense and high-scoring potential, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical versus UCLA. The Prairie View Panthers will be traveling to face the UCLA Bruins on Tuesday, December 17th, at the renowned Pauley Pavilion in Los Angeles. This matchup promises to be an intriguing one, as the 2 teams bring different strengths to the table. Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical will need to step up in multiple areas if they hope to make the game competitive against one of the nation's top teams. In their most recent game, Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical squared off against Loyola Marymount. amount. Although the Panthers showed competitiveness throughout the contest, they ultimately fell short, unable to secure a win. They managed to score 43 points in the second half, but their defense allowed a total of 44 points during the same period, which proved to be their downfall. Throughout this season, Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical has been putting up an average of 80 points per game offensively. However, their defense has been a major liability, as they have been allowing an average of 95.5 points per game. If the Panthers hope to have any chance in this game, their defense will need to drastically improve. They cannot afford to let UCLA score freely if they want to stay competitive. UCLA, on the other hand, comes into this game on the heels of a solid victory over the Arizona Wildcats in their previous matchup. Their defense was particularly impressive, holding Arizona to just 54 points in a narrow 3-point win. Although UCLA struggled with their shooting from beyond the arc, making only 19% of their 3-point attempts, their defense was stifling as they limited Arizona to a mere 12.5% from deep. UCLA's defense has been a major strength all season long, and it will be crucial again in this upcoming matchup. On the offensive side, UCLA is averaging 76 points per game, but it is their defense that truly stands out. They are allowing just 55 points per game, which ranks them as one of the best defensive teams in the country. Despite their offensive struggles, where they rank 196th in points scored, their defense, which is ranked first in the nation, has been the key to their success. Historically, UCLA has dominated the matchups between these two teams, winning all 3 of the previous meetings against Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical. The Bruins also have a 2-1 record against the spread in these contests. In terms of the upcoming game, UCLA enters as a significant favorite with a spread of -33.5. Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical has shown offensive capability, averaging 4.4 more points per game than UCLA, but they are vastly inferior on the defensive end. UCLA's defense has been suffocating, allowing 40.5 fewer points per game than Prairie View's defense, which has been porous. The Bruins have been winning games by an average of 21 points per contest, while Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical has been losing by an average of 15.5 points. The disparity in defensive performance between the two teams is quite stark, and it's hard to imagine Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical keeping up with UCLA. Given the lopsided nature of this matchup, the UCLA Bruins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Prairie View Agricultural and Mechanical's defense has been a significant concern all season, and it's unlikely that they will be able to address these issues effectively in this game. The Panthers are allowing an alarming 95.5 points per game, and facing a powerful team like UCLA, it's highly probable that they will give up over 100 points in this contest. While Prairie View's offense has shown some potential with the ability to score, it is unlikely that their offensive production will be enough to keep the game competitive. That being said, their scoring should be sufficient to push the total score of the game over the projected total. Given the expected offensive firepower from UCLA and the struggles of Prairie View's defense, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.